Hello there, welcome to my views and news. Ethiopian Joint Task Force on Security and Safety claims that dozens of Fano fighters have been arrested in a coordinated operation. Where were the arrests made? What has been recovered? It seems that some pictures shared by this joint task force are old pictures, a few years old pictures. So, what is being claimed by top Ethiopian security body? The security body is implicating Orthodox Church of Ethiopia to in this report, which was published by the Joint Task Force a few hours ago. Uh, Ethiopian Joint Task Force on Security and Safety is top Ethiopian security body. It consists of several law enforcement agencies: Addis Ababa Police, Federal Police, Ethiopian National Defense Force, NIS, National Intelligence and Security Service, Ethiopian Cyber Security Agency. All are part of this joint task force. And this joint task force is responsible for the security of Addis Ababa. Federal capital, Addis Ababa is the stated goal of both armed groups operating in Amhara and Oromia. Fano fighters are on record. Their commanders have been saying that they want to reach Addis Ababa. Ola says that it wants to capture Finfane. Ola calls it Finfane. So that is why security arrangements in Addis Ababa are always very detailed, and security forces make arrests. Operations are conducted sometimes on suspicion. People are arrested too. Last year, we saw that Joint Task Force announced the arrests of several Amhara intellectuals, journalists, and the Joint Task Force claimed that the arrested people were planning to overthrow the constitutional order in the Amhara region and to create conflict in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Now, similar claims by the Joint Task Force. The Joint Task Force says that around 50 extremists have been arrested. This word extremist is used for Fano fighters by Ethiopian state media. Around 50 Fano fighters have been arrested by Ethiopian security agencies. The Fano fighters were planning to allegedly carry out terrorist activities in Addis Ababa. They were planning to create a law and order situation in Addis Ababa. They were operating on Amhara Oromia border. North Shore zone of Amhara is the area where they were based. Minjar Shinkora is the Waradai North Shore zone of the Amhara region where these Fano fighters were based. And from there, they were planning to enter Addis Ababa through Oromia. They were operating in Addis Ababa, in parts of Addis Ababa, in Oromia, in Amhara border areas. The state media has published a video of these 50 Fano fighters. Their pictures have also been released. Interestingly, the state media is implicating Orthodox Church of Ethiopia as well, that these arrested Fano fighters were using church facilities for meetings, for consultation, for training. This is a serious allegation. If you remember last year when Ethiopian military conducted first major operation against Fano fighters, it was conducted at a monastery, Debre Ilyas Monastery in Gojam, Orthodox Church monastery, which was bombarded by security forces. Where allegedly, Fano fighters were using the monastery as a recruitment ground, a training ground for Fano fighters. Hundreds of Fano fighters were killed in that operation. It was claimed by Ethiopian military. Then we saw that this week, when last week, when Ethiopian PM held a meeting with Orthodox Church leaders, he said that at some churches, militaries are being raised. He said that in response to comments and questions from some Orthodox Church archbishops, including Abu Abraham, which raised the issue of killing of Orthodox Church monks and priests in Ethiopia. So now Ethiopian government is officially accusing the church that church premises are being used by Fano fighters. Video evidence is being shared by Ethiopian state media. What will church do? Will it issue a statement? Will it condemn the use of its premises by Fano fighters? So far, no condemnation. We have not seen top Orthodox Church officials condemn the use of its facilities by Fano fighters. Fano groups want church elders to be on the part of Fano, on the side of Fano, to support Fano's resistance movement against the government. The Joint Task Force on Security and Safety accused Ethiopian journalists to based abroad. That these journalists and YouTube channel owners are fanning the flames of conflict. They are part of the conflict in Ethiopia. Abtamo Ayaleo of Ethio 360, Massam McConnell of Anchor Media, and others have been accused by Joint Task Force in this statement. By name, they're mentioned. Last year, too, when Dr. Van Bos and others were arrested, back then Haptamo and others were accused by Ethiopian state media that these journalists based abroad were working against Ethiopia. They were fueling conflicts in Ethiopia. Now, two pictures released by Ethiopian state media by this Joint Task Force on Security and Safety are old pictures. Several pictures released. The pictures show arrested, allegedly, Fano members, 50 plus. And the pictures show captured weapons too, allegedly from these Fano fighters. But the pictures showing weapons captured are old pictures. Not a few months old, because this group has been operating for around 5 to 6 months, according to state media. But these pictures are not a few months old. One picture is around 7 to 8 years old. And this picture was released by Turkish forces. It is not related to any conflict in Ethiopia. Second picture was released by Ethiopian state media 2 years ago. It was released by state media. State media claimed that it had carried out an operation against ISIS and weapons had been recovered. These two pictures have been released by Joint Task Force, by Ethiopian state media, but the pictures are not related to this claim by the Joint Task Force. So it means that the pictures are definitely false or fake. The state media, the Joint Task Force must explain if these are Fano fighters and they were planning to create conflict in Addis Ababa. Why is that old pictures, a few years old pictures, are being released to claim that weapons have been recovered from the state media? Ethiopian state media, Ethiopian military's claims about Fano are always very tall, very exaggerated. I did a video yesterday. I talked in detail on the military's claim about Fano's capabilities. Military 2 channels claimed last week that Fano groups have lost the ability to fight in an organized manner. Fano's organizational structure was being dismantled. General Tassima, General Birano Bakale made these claims. I did a video on that yesterday. I told you that the claims are very tall, very exaggerated. The claims do not match with the picture on the ground. Now, here you see that government claiming to have captured dozens of Fano fighters, but the weapons shown recovered from these Fano fighters are not actually uh, the pictures are not actually from this new development. The pictures are old. So let's see what happens. Church might respond to these allegations. Church must respond. We could see statements from Fano groups too, but in Addis Ababa now we could see more surveillance, more monitoring. Amharas could be under more pressure. Already we know that random checkings are carried out in Addis Ababa. It's not that all Amharas are being harassed in Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa has a large Amhara population, but obviously if government is claiming that Amhara Fano fighters are planning something big in Addis Ababa and arrests have been made, it means that surveillance and monitoring will intensify in the capital city of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. Thank you for watching.